then you go after everybody who is there illegally.
If you're in the country illegally, you're on the table, because it's not okay to, violate laws of this country. You got to remember, every time you enter this country illegally, you violated a crime under Title 8, United States Code 1325. It's a crime. So if you're in the country illegally, you got a problem. And that's why I'm hoping those who are in the country illegally, who have not been ordered removed by the federal judge, should leave.
While you are emphasizing that you go after national security threats, you have said no one's off the table. If you're in the country illegally, you better be looking over your shoulder. You should be afraid.
If you're in the country illegally, it's not okay. It's not okay to violate laws of this country. We have millions of people standing in line, taking the test, doing their background investigation, paying the fees, that want to come in the right way.
If ICE comes into my school, I'm going to jail.
Remember, teachers, the solutions that they gave us: avoid, deny, and defend.
All right, Daddy Trump, you want to take us the out of here? Come do this shit then. Look what the build your house. Look what the do your streets. Come get it, bitch.
Listen, if I pull up to the Mexican restaurant and I see a truck, because let's face it, it's going to be a truck, with a Trump bumper sticker, you're getting keyed. I don't even want to see you at Taco Bell. The only thing you get to eat for the rest of your life is plain white bread and mayonnaise. And I know that you were going to eat a lot of that anyway, but that's all you deserve. You deserve nothing that tastes good for the rest of your life.
I just saw the cringiest thing. I'm driving out of a grocery store parking lot. Is this guy in an SUV? I'm assuming his wife in the front seat. They've got their windows down. Out the window, they've got their arms stretched and they're holding American flags. And not those little tinky, like, wee, no, not those. No, like big American flags.
What am I doing today? Sitting in a park outside of a coffee shop, just being a fucking menace. Menacing.
So surprise, surprise, all of these meltdowns and threats towards Trump and ICE from these special forces teachers, illegals and lunatics are not working. Trump doesn't give a shit, and he's continuing to put his foot down alongside the Vice President J.D. Vance and his border czar Tom Homan.
What we had heard from immigration advocates is that this is going to provide a chilling effect to parents in the school drop-off line or something of that matter.
It shouldn't be a chilling effect unless your child's a terrorist or a public safety threat. If they are a public safety threat, national security threat, they should be chilled. They should be afraid because we're looking for them.
Well, if their parent is here and they're an undocumented immigrant, I think was more of the argument that they were making.
They're not off the table either. I mean, they're in the country illegally, they got a problem. I mean, it's not okay. Look, it's not okay to enter this country illegally. It's a crime. That's the way it's supposed to be. I wouldn't feel comfortable if I'm in Switzerland illegally. National security threats and public safety threats have no safe haven in this country, and we'll go where we got to go.
Well, Margaret, I don't agree that all these refugees have been properly vetted. In fact, we know that there are cases of people who allegedly were properly vetted and then were literally planning attacks on our country. That happened during the campaign, if you may remember. So clearly not all of these foreign nationals
but there are
have been properly
30,000
vetted.
people in the pipeline, Afghan refugees.
But my primary concern as the vice president, Margaret, is to look after the American people. And now that we know that we have vetting problems with a lot of these refugee programs, we absolutely cannot unleash thousands of unvetted people into our country.
These people are vetted.
Good.
These people are vetted.
Just like the guy who planned a attack in Oklahoma a few months ago, he was allegedly properly vetted, and many people in the media and the Democratic Party said that he was properly vetted. Clearly he wasn't. I don't want my children to share a neighborhood with people who are not properly vetted, and because I don't want it for my kids, I'm not going to force any other American citizens' kids to do that either.
No, and that was a very particular case. It wasn't clear if he was radicalized when he got here or while he was living here.
I don't really care, Margaret. I don't want that person in my country, and I think most Americans agree with me.
We don't care.
Let me tell you
we don't care.
I don't know about any of you, but I want off this ride. I want off this ride. And anybody who doesn't see what the fuck's going on is I want off this ride.
All you got to do is book a plane ticket and not come back. You ain't got to cry on social media like Selena Gomez.
I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry. All my people are getting attacked. The children. I don't understand.
I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
Anybody who gets a camera to film themselves crying on social media is a fake donor, and they deserve to get clowned.
Shame on you, Selena Gomez, for fake crying over illegal aliens being deported back to their homeland. I've never seen you cry over the missing and exploited women and children that get through the southern border into the United States of America.
I am just watching Selena Gomez cry for the illegal immigrants. You know, these celebrity hacks, they see things on TikTok or Instagram or social media, and they're so stupid and ill-informed that they sit there and cry because criminal aliens are being deported back to their country of origin.
You're against deportation. Why don't you do this? Why don't you invite them over your house? Bring them around your family, your friends, and your children. You can cook them a nice warm meal, and you guys can all sit around the table and share trendy Aragua stories. Only catch is, you can't know who they are or where they come from. That sounds like a stupid f***ing idea, doesn't it?
So y'all finna start discriminating us? Huh? Is y'all finna start discriminating us? So y'all telling me if I want a job here, I can't work here if y'all don't like me? That's what y'all telling me? Don't say nothing, officer. Hello? Y'all finna start discriminating us, Target? This what we doing? Is this what we doing? Y'all quiet in this motherfucker. Where the workers at? I got kids. I need a job in this motherfucker, man. What's going on? Y'all finna follow Trump and his rules? Don't say shit. This fucked up. We got kids out here. Y'all fucked up in here.
I don't know if he's trying to prove a point or send a message, but all he's done is prove the point as to why DEI programs are a load of shit and they needed to go. Only the best, most sane person should get the job. This guy can't even act normal in public.
What do you do, Jess?
I also work for an association with universities to help them diversify their faculty how they can.
You underestimate how good I am at crowd work. I can't see you, but my guess is the way that you said that and the tone. Are you a white woman? I think we should diversify every position except the one that I hold, if I'm going to be. I think we should get more black people in here, except not my job. That my job should be a white woman.
My name is Dr. Tracy Castro-Gill. My pronouns are they, them. I am a disabled queer Chicanekis educator and scholar in Washington State with my expertise on curriculum and instruction.
What the fuck does that even mean?
These are markers that were made illegal recently in the federal government. However, my very presence and humanity is in opposition to that legislation. I want to remind us that George Orwell, in his novel 1984, warned us about limiting how we are allowed to define ourselves and our experiences, and how that allows fascism to take root. Teachers have historically held the gap between humanity and fascism, often becoming the primary targets of fascist regimes, and we're seeing that play out currently.
Excuse me, can you keep your focus on the provisions of this bill?
Yes. And I also teach at the University of Washington and hear the curriculum violence and harm and how they're being erased in their K-12 programs, much the way that I and other gender expansive people were erased by Representative McIntyre in this very room today.
Excuse me, ma'am, we don't impugn members. Please proceed carefully.
See, this is what DEI programs do. They make people educators who don't even know what fascism means, and they get out of breath when they speak. It's like an episode out of South Park.
Stick to ice cream. Not gonna lie, we get this one a lot.
Yeah, we're in the ice cream business, but we've always been about much more than just ice cream. We use our power, our privilege, our platform, and our relationship with our fans to advocate for progressive social change. So no, we're not just going to stick to ice cream.
And we're never going to stop trying to dismantle white supremacy, end the climate crisis, or fight for our democracy.
And no, we're not going to stop fighting laws that restrict trans rights, ban books.
Caring about that stuff, doing something about it, and supporting communities who've been directly impacted by it is part of our DNA. Being an activist company is who we are.
I mean, a lot of people like Ben & Jerry's, but I'd assume their top most addicted customers look a bit like this. Because most fit in shape people don't eat ice cream every day, so it makes sense they're pandering to these types of donuts. Still though, fuck Ben & Jerry's, I'm going for Haagen-Dazs, bruv.
I think we have the same opportunity as everybody else, as black people.
Yeah, 100%.
With a 200-year economic head start on us.
You don't have nothing to do with that.
Yes, I do. Have you ever heard of generational trauma, generational wealth?
Where you
How
come
can
from?
you build something when my people come from nothing? I come from South Memphis.
And I come from Stop 6.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. I went to university.
What does
university.
comparison mean?
Quick.
Statistics say that we are behind.
Some people are behind. We're not behind. Why? Because we make positive decisions. You can have a full deck of great cards and you play them poorly, you won't make it in life. You can have a bad hand. You play them strategically and you play them right, you'll do good in life. You had a not so good hand growing up where you grew up at. You made positive decisions that led you here. Everybody don't have a freaking silver spoon in their mouth. America is the only place.
They proportionately
Who
do.
is they? Are you saying white people? Brother, you
Yes.
in the same situation as all these white people and you
Am
playing
I?
the victim.
Am I?
You at the same
Am I?
university?
What does the same university have to do with anything?
You go to the same classes?
I had a 4.3 GPA in high school.
What's your GPA now?
3.6.
Brother, what's holding you back then?
That's the point. Everybody doesn't have a 3.6. Everybody
Do
is
you
not.
just get a 3.6 because you woke up one day? You studied, didn't you?
Right, no,
What?
I actually didn't.
You didn't study.
No.
So then you have a gift that you can go and make a 3-point something and don't even study. The bottom line is that if you study, you work hard, you play the cards that you're dealt properly, you will be successful.
I tell you what, even if he's got a 3.6 GPA, if he continues to live his life with his victim mentality, he's not going to get too far.
I'm sorry to say the United States government has officially stopped issuing passports with the gender marker X, and here's what you need to know.
We don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
I can't get a passport right now. I can't get a passport right now for people with gender markers that do not match their appearance, or the gender marker X that are trying to go through United States borders right now. They're being stopped and they're being detained. And I gotta go to work like nothing's happening right now.
What a lunatic. Someone send a Riddler to Michael.
Get some help.